Let's go!
Let's go! All right, we're on. Can I start the podcast as my mentor, Martin McDonald, starts podcasts?
Please do.
Oh, hello, lovely podcast people.
Oh, wow.
That's exactly...
I thought you were going to say jacked and bald.
He's jacked and
Also
bald. His
his
triceps
style.
are huge. He's also got very lean, very fast. I sent him a message on Facebook or Insta, I can't remember the other day, saying, lean boy.
Lean boy.
Yeah.
Get him.
He's a big fan of very aggressive dieting.
Like what?
Like, he's a big guy and he cuts his calories down to like 1,500 a day.
Oh shit,
Like,
that's low.
ridiculously
I've
low.
done 800 a day, 1,800 a day before, and that killed
That's
me.
bad. Yeah, for your
Yeah.
size, yeah. 2,000's bad for me, and I'm
Yeah.
smaller than both you guys.
1,500.
Yeah. Just basically doesn't eat. Like, almost protein. You know what protein sparing modified fast is?
Nope.
Sounds, it's got more words to it than it needs to, but it's a diet where basically you just make sure you hit your protein intake and you don't eat much else. Maybe you have,
Okay.
maybe you have a few veggies in there. Yeah, you might have carbs and fats, whatever, but you just try and keep it as low as possible,
Yeah.
basically. Just.
Not a carnivore diet strictly or anything like that.
No, it doesn't have to be meat only or anything like this. It's just literally you hit your protein intake and then you try and keep your other calories as low as possible. Maybe there's other
Kind of a lot of
specificities.
the coaching that we give to our clients with a couple more things peppered in there, like get veg in and things like that.
No, it's more extreme than that.
Oh, okay.
It's like literally try and eat as minimal as possible, which I wouldn't ever say.
Oh, I
I wouldn't
see,
try and
okay,
get any
yeah.
of my clients to eat like 1,000 calories a day or anything like this necessarily. It's a very aggressive form of dieting. His theory is just get the body fat off as fast as possible and then just go back to maintenance and massing.
Maybe that works a little nicer when you are slightly leaner to start with.
This is a very good point, yeah, because if you had loads of weight to lose, you probably wouldn't be
No.
able to keep that up. Although some studies do show when people...
Well, go on, sorry.
I was going to say, when some studies do show that when people's body fat is higher and their calorie intake is lower, hunger levels can sometimes be lower.
Body fat's higher than calories.
Somebody's got weight to lose, they take the
Yeah.
calories a bit down. If they take them even more down, they might be less hungry. That does seem to happen sometimes.
I feel like I've heard that before, but why is that? Do
I
you
don't really know what the mechanisms behind this would be,
No.
but this is just shown sometimes to be a real thing.
Because generally, you know, when we see really overweight people start a journey, and they usually do that and just drop the calories a lot, and then that's where that kind of yo-yo thing comes from.
Correct, yeah. Usually
Yeah.
people go too hard, too fast, burn out.
Yeah.
In fact, I've got questions whether we get to them or not.
We've started on a scientific note, so
Yeah, we're actually
this is
I know
all right.
some decent information here. What did we just say? I've lost it already.
calories.
I said I've got macro
eating.
questions from the Macros Inc. Facebook group.
Oh, yeah,
What
yeah.
did you just say before this?
We're talking about Martin McDonald.
One of the questions is about staying on track anyway and how you stay on track for longer than a week, which is basically what you were referring to.
How do we stay on track for longer than 5 minutes?
Yeah, in the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm better at staying on track dieting than I am on conversation.
Fair.
Sometimes.
Very fair.
Sometimes. I don't know what episode we're on the podcast, do you?
Oh, that is a good point. You did yesterday
lost
without
it.
me. 15?
There's also a deleted Lost episode now, isn't there? Not deleted,
Oh goodness.
but Lost
Yeah.
and...
Not deleted.
Not
Never deleted.
Not deleted.
Never deleted.
It's saved for posterity.
We might have to address it because I feel like in the episode before, the deleted.
Did we talk about it?
We said it was going on, yeah.
Did we? I don't even remember what we spoke about and what we didn't. That's
Just at the end we were
hilarious.
saying who we had on
Interesting. Well, if listeners
What
know,
we-
then listeners know.
to talk about.
Don't they? If the listeners know, then the listeners know. And we also know what occurred
Oh yeah.
on the podcast.
Oh,
don't we?
yeah.
We also know what occurred. And also why it's not allowed to be released, not by decision of me or you.
Or any governing body, such as the station. We haven't upset anyone here.
True.
Let's
Very true.
put that in here. Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
It's a shame that we'll miss that. But what are we gonna do?
We always know what happened.
Yeah.
We know what occurred. I had a great time.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed at the non-release of the episode, let's say. Yeah, just the whole thing just not working out for whatever reason.
We'll release the Snyder Cut one day.
The what, sorry?
The Snyder Cut,
What's a Snyder cut?
as in Zack Snyder.
What?
You don't know pop culture.
No.
No.
Who's Zack Snyder?
I'm not trying to explain this to you. The least movie person of all time. I've literally just been asking you, like, what was the last movie you watched,
Ooh, the last
and
one.
how long ago?
Just silence. I
Nothing.
just don't remember. What was the last movie I watched? I literally don't remember. What was the last movie you watched?
That's a good question. Yeah, fair actually, and I've watched a lot of them. Oh, I went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy.
The third
other
one.
day. Yeah.
I've heard it's good.
It was good.
I've
It felt
heard
like
it's-
redemption.
I've heard it's good.
It felt like redemption.
I watched Guardians of the Galaxy 1 many years ago when it first came out in the cinema and can't remember what happened. I remember roughly
Not
like
seen number 2.
no,
Had a good
it's
time.
space and it's
You're not
cartoons and
God.
isn't it? It's space cartoons. It's that guy that's
Well,
good. It's that guy that's
listen.
good looking. That tree that talks.
Yeah, you're not wrong, sir.
That raccoon that does flips.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Is it good though?
It was good, especially going in with the expectations of the Marvel's most recent stuff.
Which is positive or negative?
Negative.
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 You're saying it's
The
negative.
Marvel people have been up
and
in arms.
you're a rider of the Marvel train.
It's true.
Aren't you?
To the point that like I haven't seen some of the things that have come out in cinema yet, and I used to go and see all of them 3 times at the cinema.
Maybe you've matured into realizing it's not.
No.
It's not that great.
No.
I bet the films are the same. You've got smarter. This is. This is what's definitely occurred.
No.
This is what's definitely
Connor, I
occurred.
know I haven't gotten smart since I was 18. Okay, so don't you dare try and tell me that I have.
Oh, I bet the films have not got worse. I bet you've matured. I remember so many Slum Society show episodes of you giving me rants
not
and
shutting up about
speeches
Marvel.
about why it's. Can't remember how you describe it. Something about it being the best. What's the word you use for like a
I don't know.
series of
Well, it's-
all-encompassing?
It could be the cinematic universe.
That's you words like this. Words like this. Like yeah, for talking about some kind of like as a fantasy kind of thing, you think it's the number one.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not.
What is?
Either maybe Lord of the Rings.
Oh, you nerd. No.
No, you like Lord of the Rings?
I don't mind Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
I like that kind of genre of stuff quite a lot.
Okay.
But it's the amount of names and things going on at once, and I prefer
You
movies.
just have to be smarter. This is the problem.
Yeah, this might
This
be
is why
the
you like
problem.
Marvel because it just you have to be
Fucking
smarter.
Watch you and me.
You have to be, oh, bro.
I watched Winter Soldier the other night. That's a great.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
What's
Captain
it?
America.
Oh.
Yeah, standard. Put a film on that Roxy was going to enjoy, and then waited 5 minutes till she'd fallen asleep and just changed it.
Is that how it works?
Yeah. It's great.
What film does she like to fall asleep to?
We were going into some rom-com or something like that.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
I can't do that. I can't put something on to do anything other than 100% concentrate on it.
Yeah, you take it serious, and I respect that. And it is an art form, and you can.
Do you know how people can watch telly from lying down, like sideways,
Right.
as well on the bed?
What?
Cannot do it.
Why?
My brain can't orientate. I can't understand what's happening. I'm
We need to
seeing
be
it.
smarter. No, no, I'm kidding. You've got what? Orientation in space problems.
Oh my God.
What have we got? What have we got?
Oh my god! Don't
We're
make me laugh.
vertical only.
I want to try and make myself an excuse today. I'm quite coffee and ill, so
Yeah, so you missed the podcast yesterday as well, didn't
Yeah.
you? Yeah, unfortunate.
So
It was a-
apologies, people. I
It
might
was
be
a good one with
boring.
Mark Nixon, you would have really liked it. I didn't say much. I mean, if the listeners are listening to this one, they might have already listened past that episode. Just ripped my shoe.
Oh, good. Look at you go.
Tugging at that, and I went to get new shoes. Let's see if
Yeah, because I haven't met this guy either, and I wanted to.
Yeah, because you're both very important people in my life, and you're both very intelligent. I know I'm taking the piss out of you, but you're both very intelligent, but in very opposite ways. And I was hoping you were going to razz him just to see what he'd do.
Oh really?
Because he's wearing a suit and stuff.
Oh god.
He's sat there, but he's in the. I'm sat like this, looking like a burglar. There's you with one leg out, being
leg up.
being the Hukin as always.
Yeah.
You know. And then there's this guy in a suit giving like psychology information. I just wanted to see just what had happened.
Yeah.
Just the
I could've
razzle
done-
dazzle.
I could have done something with that.
Yeah, I needed your quip.
Does he look a bit like, what's his name, Freeman or whatever, the hacker, when he's in his little suit?
I don't know.
Lex Friedman.
Oh no, Lex
You know,
Friedman.
just fucking sat just in his suit.
Lex Friedman. No.
What is it, Freudman?
Friedman.
Friedman, yeah. What are we looking at here?
That's Mark.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, well, we'll have him on again, and I'll get to
Oh yeah, he's been on a couple of times already. Somehow you've never been there. I don't know how this is.
Not on this podcast, on your old one.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
I don't know how you've still never been there. I don't understand how this has occurred.
I swear earlier you showed me a guy with hair, you just showed me a bald guy.
No, he's bald, definitely.
Oh, okay.
Don't know. Must be a confusion.
That was his Facebook.
Just to skip round, just to make sure the conversation makes no sense. Let's go backwards for a minute.
You get
Guardians
it,
of the Galaxy is rated 8.3 out of 10 on IMDb.
Oh, awesome.
Which decent.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3, sorry, that is. the
Yeah,
new
no,
one.
it's a cool... Like, going to like, what was it? No.
Oh, Chris Pratt, yeah, he's the good-looking guy.
He's a good looking guy. Vin Diesel's the tree. Bradley Cooper's the raccoon.
Bradley Cooper's one of the best-looking guys ever, in my opinion.
I agree. He was actually my hair inspiration when I was at school.
From what kind of film?
The Hangover.
Yeah, when he's in The Hangover, he is one of the best looking guys with the coolest hair of all time.
So cool.
Yeah, just so cool and so good looking.
Yeah.
I also, speaking of rom-coms, what you said earlier, I also liked him in that film where, is it Silver Linings Playbook?
Yes, with Jennifer Lawrence as well.
Yeah,
That's fun, isn't it?
where they're a bit crazy and
Yeah.
a lot of things are going on, and it's the dancing competition.
Yes.
Surprisingly good.
I enjoyed
Like
that.
good film.
Running around in a bin bag.
Good film.
Getting
that
followed.
one. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, he's doing cardio, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing
Like a
cardio.
nerd, first of all.
That's funny. Yeah, Mark was saying yesterday on the podcast about the 7 neurochemicals of happiness and which ones you get from cardio and which ones you get from weights and
Oh, God.
which ones come from this and which ones come from
Sounds
that.
like
I'm
Huberman.
Well, I'm not saying he's Huberman, but he's another very intelligent brain
Can you relay any of these to me?
psychology
Did I
guy.
miss?
Yeah, it's endocannabinoids for
Right.
cardio, like
I'm
cardio.
going to need more
What do you mean?
than that. I don't know what they are.
Endocannabinoids.
No.
Okay, interesting. So, you've got neurons.
Yeah.
So there's wires basically in your body coming out from the brain and going up back to the brain throughout places, the nervous system. There's a couple of different nervous systems. There's central nervous system, there's peripheral nervous system. These neurons are like wires running all through your body and they send electricity down literally like real wires, but the wires are not that long. They go a distance and then they have a break and then they go over distance and they have a break, and in between the breaks it's called synapses.
Oh, okay.
You know this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it goes like wire for a bit and then there's a stopper, not a stopper, but there's an end, and then there's a gap, a literal gap, then there's another one with another stopper, and then the wire carries on. This is how it goes.
Crazy.
Yeah, and so what happens is the electricity comes down, stimulates the end of the synapse, I'm not sure if that's got a specific name, maybe it does, which releases hormones and chemicals which then float across the gap, and as they touch the other one, carries on the signal. And that's how it tells it, that's how the signal carries on and it tells it what to do, kind of like relaying between them.
Right.
Does this make sense?
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff crosses over, signals and stuff. This is happening very fast,
I'm trying to think why that's. I'm just trying to figure out why that is how it is. But
rather than it just being one long
Yeah.
continuous wire. Good question, I don't know. Good question. Maybe it's something to do with the length, I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with the amount of complex information. Maybe it's to do with branching at different pathways at the sign. I actually don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. Should we try and Google it before we carry on?
And they just follow like your nervous system, or are they is that like basically the nervous system?
This is basically the nervous system, yeah.
So that's what the nerves.
And then it gets to places and then sends the signal to the place where the signal needs to be
Yeah.
at, basically. Synapses are essential to the transmission of nerve impulses from one neuron to another. Neurons are specialized to pass signals to individual target cells, and synapses are the means by which they do so.
Okay.
So it seems like the synapse might be able to pass information to a cell or maybe to another synapse to carry on the signal to somewhere else, and this is what's going on basically. Everything that goes across the synapses goes one direction basically, except for the endocannabinoids.
Okay.
Endo meaning internal kind of thing. Cannabinoid meaning I'm not sure. It's the same system, though, that marijuana smoke acts on in the body. This is why when you smoke marijuana or something like this is why it has physical effects on the body. Because we have an endocannabinoid system and it's an exocannabinoid. It's an external cannabinoid.
So it messes with like your nervous system.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
So it goes in and has direct impacts on the nervous system via the synapses and other things as well. It's what is it? CB1 and CB2 receptors in the body?
Oh no, I have heard of that. Actually. I don't know what it is.
That it acts
I know I
on. They're just different receptors that it acts on in the body. Anyway, this is mildly not important. All the information goes one way across the synapse, except the endocannabinoid system. It goes the other way across the synapse, and it acts as a gate, which kind of like regulates how much information can be passed across the synapse. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't really know why. Like, is it what would be too much information? Like a sensation?
Possibly, yeah, or like uncontrolled signals or signals getting out of control. Right. This can happen sometimes in the brain. I think this is like one theory of why epilepsy is a thing, because signals can get out of control and be way too powerful. And this is why sometimes things like marijuana help children with drug-resistant epilepsy, because it calms the signals down.
Yeah, okay.
And this is why...
Or things like
marijuana makes people melt slightly because it's getting your signals and turning them down, bro. It's turning them down, bro.
And that's the same for like Parkinson's or something.
I don't know.
Because I've seen that as well.
Like shaking and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
and then having CBD or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Very interesting. Same with like so CBD is a different, similar chemical that's in like hemp and marijuana plants and stuff like this. And the THC is the bit that like gets people high, and that acts on the, I'm sure it's called the CB1 receptor. I could be mildly wrong, and that's in the brain. So the THC that gets people quote unquote high acts only pretty much on the brain, and then the CBD receptors, which I think is called the CB2 receptor, they're throughout the body.
Oh.
So CBD doesn't act on the mind, which is why you can't quote unquote feel it very much. But it does have body effects on a lot of different cells, some of which are due to inflammation. It's also on this cannabinoid system, so it's controlling signals. Like somebody in my family has a lot of arthritic pain in the back and uses CBD oil and says it helps loads
Very cool.
with the pain
Very cool.
in the body. Which sometimes sometimes people say it helps them sleep and stuff like this.
Actually, yeah, because I used to have restless leg syndrome quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I was really annoyed. I considered CBD for that. I never ended up ordering any, but that would have been interesting.
I've had CBD before.
Oh yeah.
This is a normal supplement that
Like
you
the
can buy.
drops.
Oil, yep. Hold it under your tongue so it gets into your bloodstream faster.
Oh, okay.
The problem is, the efficacious dose, a good dose, is like hundreds of milligrams per day, which that's not the problem. The problem is if you want to buy that much, it's like 100 to 300 pounds a month.
Right.
It's very expensive. It is, at least in the UK anyway.
So people like your friend, your family member with arthritis, are taking that, or
Yeah.
are they getting the?
Yeah, the oil, and also uses a vape of it.
Okay.
You know,
And they are getting that much into it. They are spending that kind of.
I don't
much.
know.
Oh, okay.
I haven't quizzed that deeply, and I don't know if the vapes, how well or not the vapes work
Yeah.
either. I don't know. I just know that they say it works. I know what the dosages are from studies, and it's like hundreds of milligrams per day. But sometimes a bottle that you buy is only 1,000 milligrams for the whole bottle, and it's
That's
like
generally the size you get them in, isn't it?
it's like 30 quid.
Yeah.
And you need like 200 a day maybe. So you got 5 days worth for 30 quid. What? No is the answer. I agree. No is the answer, especially for something that's essentially made from like a hemp plant. It's not even made from like an illegal plant, although it is illegal to produce CBD in the UK. That's why it costs so much.
Really?
Yeah. Even though it's not an illegal product and you can buy and sell and use it, you can't create it here.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. These are just the laws.
Weird.
Yeah. That's why it's so expensive in this country for something very easy to make. Basically, everybody could make it at home if the law was different, if they really wanted to.
Like a little tomato plant on the window ledge.
Yeah, it's just like a
That'd be
hemp,
nice,
it's just like a
wouldn't
hemp plant. You
Yeah.
could just grow it, and they actually grow quite easy.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, you know, they actually grow quite easy, and then you just kind of like oil it down. There's various processes of oiling down is not the correct terminology, by the way. But
Oil it down, boy.
yeah, that sounds like
He's
putting
got
oil on
oil
it.
it
I meant
down.
like, I don't know, compressing and reducing the plant down to its oils. There's a variety of processes you can do to do that kind of thing.
Is just squishing one of them.
No.
I feel like
No, you can't just like squeege it. Just like you just wring it out.
I don't know.
All this oil.
because I wonder that about like almond milk.
What? How you can't milk an almond?
Well, yeah.
Do you know what almond milk is? Guess.
I'm gonna say I feel like my guess would be
Guess.
logical, but I
Go on
also
then.
feel like I could be wrong. Just almonds that have been broken down and squeezed.
No. You're not too far off there. It's 98% water, 2% blended almonds.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that is cheating.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
That's water lying
It's
about
almond
milk.
water. They
Same
just
as
call it
green
milk because it sounds nicer. It's marketing. You can't squeeze an almond.
That's almond water.
It's almond water. Yeah, of course it is. But they call it milk because it sounds cute. But if you look on the ingredients, it says 98% water, almonds 2%. It literally
still has
says it
that-
on the back.
Yeah, I was gonna say it still has that consistency, but of course it does. It's got whole almond.
Sometimes they put oils into it. Sometimes they put sugars into it. It depends which.
It's never gritty though, is it?
It's just absolutely blended to the max. It's probably like, I'm making it up, but imagine like a litre of water and they just put one almond in it and just absolutely just blend it
I
to
wanna
the
try
ultimate.
this.
And this is why they say you should shake it as well before, because it probably does settle
Oh, okay.
and stuff like this.
Do you reckon there's more bad stuff in it, sugars and things on top of that? Or-
Well, sugars are not bad, but it depends what brand you get, because you can get vanilla ones. Some have got oils added. Some like oat milks as well. That's the same. It's mostly water, like way more than 95%, and then just oats blended into the water.
I want
or
to try and
what.
make this and see if
Yeah,
it's
you can
the same.
make it.
Yeah, see if it's the same.
I've watched videos on YouTube of people making it and saying that it's not the same. They couldn't make it the same as nice. But that's because these companies have tested and got formulas and are probably, I don't know, doing things to it, aren't they? And some of those oat milks, like if you get the standard oat milk, it's got oil added into it and some other bits to make it like creamier and not as like thin water, watery bullshit.
That'd be what I was talking about.
Yeah. Which is only adding fats to it, kind of like whole milk would be versus like red top skimmed milk.
Why? What's that?
Different fat content in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like lower fat milk, isn't it? And you
Blue
can tell
top's
it's
the
like
only way.
yeah, and you can tell it like the skimmed milk, the red milk, is waterier, can't you?
Yes,
Thinner
yeah.
and less tastefully and less creamy. It's got less vitamins and minerals as well, that kind of thing.
Do you remember them gold tops?
Yeah, I know this. Yeah, is that double?
I don't know exactly.
More fat.
But it's like you'd unscrew the lid and there'd be just like the stuff at the top.
It's not cream.
No,
but it's
on
halfway
it's on its
between.
way to being cream.
Yeah, it's 50% milk, 50% cream, something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah, I can't enjoy
that's
any of
like
these
good
things because my lactose intolerance does
Oh yeah, you're a ridiculous man. I forget.
allows for nothing of this. I get the lacto-free milk.
Lactose free. Well, that sounds miserable.
No, it's,
Roxy has to have oat milk as well. That sounds miserable.
oat milk's okay. Sometimes, if I go to like Costa or Starbucks, I get oat milk and a normal milk and go both.
And just what?
Just
Roll
both
the
it.
dice.
Just both it. No, just it in together.
Roll the dice. I
like it. I like a few more flavours. No too strong flavours. You know me. We don't want to get too exciting.
You know,
but I'll take.
you are a vanilla man.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take a couple of bland flavours together.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. Do you know, speaking on flavours, I tried, when we had John Wickham on, he discussed the sweet and sour recipe,
Sure.
and I remembered 4 of the ingredients. There was somewhere around 7 or 8, I forget, but I remembered 4 of them. So I just put them together, and it worked. It was nice.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Amazing.
It was ketchup.
Pineapples, it must have been.
Oh, pineapples are one I forgot.
You didn't put pineapples in it.
Oh, that was it.
You are a dick. That's the key ingredient. How was it even?
Ginger was, for me...
It wasn't even sweet and sour if you didn't have the pineapples in it, bro.
right.
It was just sour.
What do I have to do with that? Just chop it? Oh no, you can get pineapple chunks in it.
Pineapple
too,
chunks
can't you?
in juice.
Shit, that's a game changer. I need to make notes of this.
So you made just sour.
Where's my book? Yeah, I get. Well, no, there was sugar in it. Sugar, ketchup, soy sauce, and ginger is what I did, and that worked out well. So yeah, chuck a bit of. What was it?
Pineapple.
Pineapple.
Oh my god, that's the key ingredient.
You're funny.
Oh my god. Beck made us a curry. Rebecca, she made us a curry last night. Honestly, I was so impressed.
Oh, good.
Literally, I was so impressed. I've done most of the cooking every day, always.
God, that'd be cute.
Not because I like cooking, I just like helping.
Like a little elf. We do know that you're an elf.
I just, yeah, at least half elf, yeah. I just genuinely do like helping, so I've done most of the cooking, but she made a curry, like literally fully from scratch, put so much effort into it. I was like, what? Didn't take her very long, but she got like chicken and then marinated it in like yogurt and something else and then baked it and then took it out and made a sauce with all these spices and
Dude, I'm
blended
hungry.
it with fried onions and stuff like that, blended it all into like this really thick, like,
Oh, blended it. Or...
blended
I thought
it
you meant
all.
like blended it in the pan.
No, like put it
in a
all in a
blender, that's
blender with
intense.
tomatoes and
Chicken as
onions
well?
and spices and made like a really thick reddish orangish
Things.
sauce, which had
Yeah.
like unique flavors of some curry that I'd never tried before, but was extremely good. Garlic bread, like garlic naan as
Unidentified
well.
curry. Made the garlic naan.
No,
I've always wanted to do my own garlic butter.
oh that's easy.
Yeah, I know.
You can just get butter and garlic granules and just pour it on it.
Not garlic granules. Do you know where the best place is for garlic, like the bulbs? Sainsbury's.
Okay.
Maybe not the best place, but compared to Tesco, the other place I go.
Really?
That's a case study.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Why? Why is it so good?
They're just huge. Like the bulbs in Sainsbury's are like that big.
Okay.
And in Tesco they're like that big and they feel half dead.
Okay.
My voice is going. Oh dear.
Yeah, so you've got a bit of an illness going on, hey? So you've come here to infect me, which is
Yeah,
nice.
basically.
Yeah, lovely.
Apologies
So if
for
we're
that.
off next week, we know what's happening.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
know what's happening.
exactly.
I'm about to be really busy, you know. I mean, I know these podcasts come out later, but it's now currently the Macros Inc. summer sale.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you're taking on more, aren't you?
I'm going to take on a few clients, yeah. Maybe 10,
Chilling.
maybe a few more.
That'll be a lot. Be up around 60.
Yeah, which is still not a lot. It's not a lot for me anyway.
True, actually, because you don't work every day.
I do work every day a bit.
Well, true.
I do a few hours.
I meant on that. Like,
Yeah. I still work every day a bit.
oh, do you?
Yeah. Just answering private messages from clients. I do check-ins Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's what
okay.
you're referring to.
See, yeah.
All my clients check in, and I do the majority of the client work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But then every day I check my private messages from my client and make sure I've responded to all of them. But 95% of people are doing well and on track, so there's not too much to report, if that makes sense. People are just mostly messaging me saying it's all good, etc., etc. So I might have some more clients going up.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
What about your clientele here? You're essentially fully booked, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm doing nicely. Busiest week last week that I've had. I've had the barbellas again last night, which I'm really enjoying. That's good fun. We looked at bench press and some
You
accessories.
have the 4 people in.
Yeah, 4 people in.
yeah,
Deadlift
yeah.
next week. So that's cool. That's good business for me as well. Has it been fun? And yeah, everyone's doing what they're told, which is quite nice actually.
Everyone's doing what they're told.
No, they are. They really are. Sticking to the programs. Yeah.
That's really good news.
One of my clients has just gone away on holiday, and is very happy that it's funny. I bullied him about not training legs forever, so he got him training legs against his will. And then the other day, he turned around to me and said that that it's my fault he doesn't have big legs because I didn't bully him hard enough.
Oh.
For now, he's going on holiday and he looks great and he's got him a bit more shredded, put on a nice amount of size. It's Bola, the Nigerian.
No, I don't know if I've ever met this person.
Oh, you may not have actually.
I don't think
because
I've ever met
he
this
comes in
person.
the evening, yeah. Yeah, so now we're going to cane legs when he
What,
gets
so now he
back.
wants bigger legs, does he?
Yeah. He's on it. He's going to get on it now. Yeah. And then my client Kevin has messaged me this morning saying he lost 7 pounds. So
Let's go, Kev.
let's go, Kev.
Let's go, Kev.
Let's go, Kev, dogs. Everyone's happy, man. Are we
excellent.
doing a Q&A?
We might do, we might not do. It depends. We'll see what
How long have we
occurs.
been shooting now?
25.
Oh, that's quite nice.
That's not bad. That's
that's
not
fine.
bad. How I wanted to ask you about your training. Just what's going on.
Sporadic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I trained left leg only yesterday.
Are you joking?
No.
What?
I did 2 sets of split squats and 2 sets of leg extension on my left leg.
Why?
Because it's smaller and weaker.
Oh, okay. Are you still doing both legs at some point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I was going to squat yesterday, but with this illness, I just didn't want to put something. I felt like a cube of butter and a bar would have gone through me like a hot knife. So I didn't want to do this. So I just did split squats. Yeah. And then outside of that, it's a bit sporadic. My brother and I are going to have a friendly competition soon. We're going to pick 3 exercises each that we think we can win at, and then we each do all 6 of them. And then just like powerlifting, just add up the total and see who wins.
Okay, so what, a 1 rep max?
Yeah.
What are you going to pick?
I'm going to pick squat,
and
weighted pull-ups and weighted dips. I'll thrash him on them 3.
Okay, wait. So if it's a weighted pull-up, is it your body weight added the weight, and is that the same for the dip?
No, we're just going to do, we're not going to count weight because he's heavier by like 5 kilos. So he'll have an advantage on everything, just strength related. So squats and bench and press and that. But then as soon as we're doing body weight, I'll have a slight advantage. So we're just going to equate those. Just forget about it. So I'll pick them 3.
So wait, how is this competition going to work then? Because you're going to add up the total of the weights used.
Like whatever we get as our 1 rep max, yeah. Like they do in powerlifting. Like your total is your squat, your bench, your deadlift. You know?
I do, yeah. I'm just trying to
You
figure
know,
out what
you
your
know.
best path to success is here.
What, for me to win? If we can train more. No, I benched yesterday for the first time. I'm enjoying my push days at the minute.
You can do 100 on a bench for 1, can't you? Definitely.
I got 100. I did 100 for 2 yesterday.
Yeah, so you get 100, you might get 102.5.
Well, I've benched 110 now.
For 1?
I got that. Yeah, for a single. And it was a bad day. I didn't think it was going to go. I was kind of ill on that day as well. It was about a month ago, maybe. And you know, just like that stomach pain that makes you want to curl over in a ball.
Yeah.
That you had that. And then obviously you've got to be extended for the bench. So it was just messing with me when I was warming up. And then as soon as I unracked 110, I was like, oh yeah, I've got this. This is going to be good.
Wait, just as soon as you unracked it, you felt you did? Yeah.
So I did it at Nuffield as well, not here, so it was weird equipment and I didn't like it. Yeah. But
Nuffield which?
Eki Road.
Interesting. How come you were down there?
Peter, my climbing friend, he goes down there.
All right, very
Yeah,
nice.
likes the sauna scene, yeah.
I respect that.
So we alternate, yeah. But yeah, the push day I'm enjoying because I'm generally doing either heavy bench and then just body weight dips to failure afterwards, or vice versa. So heavy dips, like 5 reps, and then straight to bench for more reps after. That's quite a nice little
Love
combination.
that.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Love that.
Trying to blow the triceps up.
Yeah. I'm taking
What we saying?
a week or so thick. That's what we're saying on the camera. Oh my God.
Let's hope that's not just the angle.
It kind of is the angle, but it looks bigger than your head.
Yeah, let's keep that head way back here.
Way bigger than your head on the screen.
Sit like this now.
I'm having to. Well, I'm not having to, but I'm taking at least a week off training upper body because I've been doing too much chest.
No, Connor, there is no such thing as too much chest. There are only small arms.
Yeah, I'm doing arms today.
If you've got too much chest, you've got small arms.
My shoulders are just feeling like dirt.
Oh, that's not.
I feel like I need to hang off a bar for like 100 years to just re-stretch them out.
I don't get that. For the...
It's if I do too much chest training, it's kind of always been like this. My shoulders start to get really tight.
Yeah, fair.
Really tight.
It's a shame because you batter things pretty evenly as well.
Yeah.
The posterior does not get neglected.
I do definitely less posterior training. Yeah, because it's already well developed.
Probably less heavy as well.
Yeah, I don't do as much back training or heavy at all. That's not what's causing the shoulder impingement, the shoulder tightness though. It's the shoulder and chest training. Because there was times in the past when I would do all the back training to the death. It would still happen.
Yeah. I've not done a little bodybuilding stuff in a while, you know. I used 6 days a week. It used to happen. I used to go down 2 hours a day, death. Now I do like 2 exercises a day. I'm enjoying it more. It's suited me more.
Ironically, you're bigger now.
Yeah, weird, right?
I don't know. It's just lifting and eating, isn't it? I guess.
I'm heavier, a good bit heavier.
It's just lifting and eating. I saw you getting Rebecca to do the muscle ups with the bands as well. Yeah. This annoys me.
Really?
Yeah, because I can't do that.
Well, get on it. What do you want?
know.
I've told you how.
I know. I did practice for a couple of sessions, then I lost the habit again.
We'll do some more.
I just need to keep doing the training that you showed me to do.
Do you have time after this?
Yeah, I'm training after this. Yeah. I'm going to do a bit of arms, a bit of calves, a bit of abs.
I'm going to train with you if that's all right.
Yeah. And then at 2 o'clock, I'm coming back. I'm going to do legs.
Yeah. I say it's scram some food afterwards. Yeah, we'll look at a muscle up. We'll try and get you
That's
something.
good actually, because I've got
a bar muscle up, like we said.
I've got about 4 or 5 private messages to answer. So if you're eating something, that works out nice.
Sound, yeah. I don't have to cook it.
Chill for like half an hour. I was supposed to have a meeting with a guy here at 11, but it's cancelled.
Okay, that's good.
So it's all right. It's 10:30 now. It's all good. I'm not in any particular rush here.
Look at us go. No, I'm fine. I've got 4:30 clients, 2 to go.
A guy sent me a message on Instagram yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And I checked that it's a real person, and it is, because I get a lot of messages on Instagram. Some of them are real people and some are not. Lives in Chesterfield, it turns out, the guy. Don't know how he knows who I am. I mean, I guess people do know who I am. But
You are known.
sent me a message saying, "Oh, I'm doing CrossFit and I'm just not feeling good about myself or my progress. Can you help?" And I was like,
Intense, but
yeah, bro. I said I don't have private clients anymore, so no money, but come down to the station gym and I'll just meet you. But he's texted me this morning saying, "Can we swap to tomorrow?"
Bless.
Maybe we can.
Do you know what Jimmy's at?
No. I don't even know if he trains at... Oh yeah, he must train at a gym because he's at CrossFit, yeah. No, I don't know. But nice, I thought, yeah, I'll help you.
Yeah, of course.
I like helping people.
Yeah. But maybe try and, help him to stop that CrossFit obsession.
I think he's actually a CrossFit judge at events as well.
No, I'm messing. CrossFit's hilarious, as it should be done, and at the nth degree, it's just the most athletic people across every modality of what is athleticism. But then the people that you just meet on the street that do it are the most illegitimate people ever. They're the 2 degrees of it.
CrossFit's like, I think it's funny because in the past, before CrossFit, everybody used to train for a result. Like you would go to the gym, but because you were a football player or a rugby player, or because you wanted to make gains, or there was an outcome. CrossFit made the training the competition. They're the who can gym the best. I gym harder than you, don't they? It's who gyms the hardest.
Oh, that's good.
They completely removed the external thing and just thought, let's just gym comp, innit?
That is funny.
It's who gyms the hardest.
Stop saying it. That's funny. It is a cool concept. They've just made it a little weird. I don't know why. I don't know why they called it CrossFit. That just sounds so lame.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be...
CrossFit. CrossFit.
It's American, number one.
Yeah, it's true. Because it's not a far cry away from like a strongman type.
Correct, yeah.
Training, they just do more cardio.
It's just faster.
Yeah.
It's like it's like strongman plus speed.
Yeah,
Speed
if
and
you meet
training.
someone like Matt Frazier or Claire Tiatumi, they're just ridiculous. They can do everything and be the best at it all.
Mm-hmm.
But then, yeah, if you just go to a CrossFit box in Sheffield,
yeah.
you're going to see some snappages. Like, it's funny when you're just at like the bottom of it. It's like the funniest thing to take the piss out of.
Yeah, it does have higher injury rates than some other forms of exercise for sure.
Yeah.
Because everything's timed and it's always a competition, and even if it's not a competition against other people, it's a competition against
Time
yourself.
who can gym the hardest.
Yeah, and doing gym exercises the hardest and fastest is fine when you're well trained. But if you're a beginner, I mean, it also depends on who's a good coach and who isn't, because it's obviously, you could say the same about personal training. Personal trainers hurt people sometimes.
Yeah,
But they're
is
just
true.
shit trainers,
Yeah.
aren't they? It'll just be shit CrossFit athlete people.
Yeah, basically.
Train like the trainers, quote unquote, who are not scaling things down.
It's kind of the
properly
same
for
thing as being
people.
vegan. It's so much of a full-time job to be good at it and do it healthily.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of principle.
Because
as
there's a
that,
lot to it.
That most people just kind of flop it and end up getting the junk stuff.
Imagine this though. Imagine a CrossFit thing where like people came to you for 8-week course first on how to lift and move correctly.
Oh,
then
nice.
you can enter.
That would be nice.
You know, like a big. I bet there must be gyms that do this kind of thing. There must be gyms that have like beginner intro.
Well, it's something we're working on here, but it's another project. I don't know if Tom's talked about it yet, but we're working on something similar to that.
Interesting. Okay, something like that would work really well, wouldn't it? And I actually have a client who's an older lady, and she won a CrossFit competition. She's an American lady.
Anna?
No.
What's her name?
I don't
No,
know.
did I meet her? Didn't I train her once?
No, sorry. This is an American Macros Inc. client.
Oh,
Sorry.
Because that one was American, I feel like. But go on.
I don't remember.
Go on.
Anyway, I'm just saying that she started CrossFit recently at an older age, but clearly at a good gym, and trains 3 times a week successfully, safely, never gets
Cool.
injured, does get stronger, entered a competition, won her age category. Nice.
That is nice.
Yeah.
That is
So,
nice, yeah.
I mean, I don't see this place. Obviously, it's in America. I don't know what's going on, but I know she's training safely 3 times a week, progressing, eating healthy, losing a bit of weight. That part under my
Yeah.
guidance. You know.
And I'll tell you what, weightlifting is tedious to start with, but good fun. Like I used to enjoy coaching it.
You mean Olympic
So
weightlifting?
intricate, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've tried some in the past.
Because that's basic. CrossFit's basically just be a weightlifter that can do cardio. Everything else, there's skill to it, sure, handstand push-ups and ring muscle-ups and that, but not nearly as much as there is to weightlifting. That's where you need the most proficiency.
There's a massive skill component.
Yeah.
Massive skill component.
Is it Bex who's got a good snatch, actually?
Very
Like,
good.
Weird.
Very good. I think she said Tall Tom taught her
Oh, cool.
when they both worked at Nuffield.
Surprised he can snatch. He's
Apparently
tall.
they worked on it for a bit. I
Yeah.
don't know, I've never seen him do it, but apparently he taught her how to do it.
Taking massages at the station gym now.
Yeah, Tom, yeah.
Get in.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He was asking me questions about nutrition based on,
Oh, yeah.
do you know this podcast, The Diary of a CEO?
No.
This guy, Stephen Bartlett. It's a very world famous podcast. He's English, the guy. Interviews like really, really famous people. Had this nutritionist on like a week or two ago. The Glucose Goddess or something like this.
Right.
Which is that's a red flag straight away. Let's
it
be
might
honest.
be. Good tackle.
If you're doubling down that hard on one specific molecule, if you're devoting your entire life and name to one molecule, probably you got some bias.
Oh, that's
Do you
funny.
think we got bias?
And out a little bit.
And I've seen other nutritionists talking about this as well, because she was talking about how you need to like watch out for your blood glucose spikes, and
Right.
you can, the more blood glucose spikes you have, the faster you'll die, and you need to eat foods in a different order because this reduces the blood glucose spikes and things.
Okay.
Things. He was questioning me with whether this is real or not.
What were you saying?
It's real, but not important. Basically,
Right. No, I understand.
it's a real thing. Like there is blood glucose spikes when you eat carbs or things. Blood glucose goes up, it comes back down.
But it just doesn't do much.
It just doesn't matter that much.
Okay.
It matters if kind of a bit if you've got diabetes, because that's one of the things when people's blood glucose goes up if you've got diabetes, the insulin isn't working properly, so it doesn't come back down.
Oh,
So it
okay.
takes, rather than it being like up and down in like a short number of hours, it can be like a long number of hours.
So what makes it go? up, just like immediately when you eat something?
Not immediately, but close to immediately.
Right.
Like 10 minutes, 30 minutes after, blood sugar will go up after you've eaten carbs or sugars.
Okay, that makes
Yeah, because you eat them, then it gets absorbed into the bloodstream. It goes up, then you've got it floating through the blood, and then insulin gets released, and that's a hormone that opens cells, like muscles and other cells. It's like a key that opens the doors to the cells, and then the sugars go in.
I remember you saying
If the insulin's not working, then the blood sugar stays up. This is technically acidic, and it starts to slowly break things, and it's not good. So that's what diabetes
sound
is.
good.
That's literally what diabetes is.
No,
so
I'm
then
glad I've
okay,
learned this stuff from you.
then
So
okay,
I'm
kind of
used to
matters a bit, but still not really, because the thing that matters is not how fast it's going up and down, or really that much if it's going up and staying up. What matters is how much is there. Because what if it goes up and stays up, but it doesn't go up much?
Right.
Is that good? Because it is. That's fine, as long as it's not going too high. Do you know what I mean?
Again, is this like assuming you might be pairing this with exercise? So you are.
No, but exercise does help blood sugar reduce faster because
Yeah.
you're burning it off as
Yeah,
well. This is
exactly.
good. But regardless, it's not really about the spikes or the speed of the spikes. That is a thing, but its impact is small. The thing that makes the difference is there too much sugar or not?
Yes, that's kind of what I'm meaning
That's
about
way more important.
if you're burning it off in general.
Oh, so you're saying would that support and help?
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Because it would,
Yeah.
but I'm saying taking into account if it's too much or not. Say you are exercising, then you'd have to have more to be too much, but you still could get too much, and it'd still be an issue.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's harder to get too much if you're training, of course.
Yeah.
But the point is basically the total blood sugar level over time is more important than what happens like on an hourly basis up and
Okay.
down. This is like very minimal. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's more about volume than it is about transitory level,
Word of the day.
shall we say?
Shall we say?
Shall
I don't
we?
even know if I know what that means.
Transitory means changing, level means level. Level means amount.
That's me schooled.
Doesn't it?
Crikey.
Doesn't it? So,
Stepping in with the definitions. Thought I was the wordsmith.
you are good with words.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah, I just love it, and I couldn't believe it when you said on the podcast live that your girlfriend Roxy's got more knowledge than she has words, and so she struggles to explain herself, and you've got more words than you have knowledge. I was like, what the fuck?
Just a bullshit artist.
What
Is the other name for that?
What the hell?
Yeah, that is funny.
There's a famous quote though. How does it go?
Chat shit, get banged.
The limit of my words are the limit of my world.
Oh, you said this to me
Something
before.
like this.
That's more poetic,
I
yeah.
might be changing it slightly, but something like
It
this.
hits the same.
Which is nice to think about. And there are
Yeah.
studies showing that the more different words somebody can use, the more intelligent they are on average.
This makes sense.
Probably just because how did you learn those words?
Yeah.
By either talking to other people that know words or reading lots of words.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm reading at the minute.
What are you reading?
And I'm like actually spam reading. I've been reading like on the tram every day for a while, but like maybe like a year or something. But I don't ever like really read when I get home.
Okay.
I get too distracted with other things. But my brother got me Ready Player One
Yeah.
and Ready Player Two. So I'm on Ready
Oh.
Player One. I've seen the film,
Oh.
but it's quite different, the book.
Is it? I've seen the film. The
And
film
it's
was good.
fucking good. The film is excellent.
The film's really good.
The film's great.
I thought it was positive, exciting,
Yeah.
nice like ideas of what the future really might be like.
Yeah.
And not too long.
No.
20 years, 10.
That was set in 2045.
I think we're good to go by then.
Maybe
I
full
hope-
immersion rigs and
Yeah,
just
100%.
into the Oasis.
There's already some of these things. Have you seen those treadmills that run any direction?
Yes.
So you can stand in like a haptic suit with a
Yeah.
VR thing
Yeah,
on.
and you've got a belt.
You've kind of got a belt that's kind of like a
a
circle
zero
somehow.
gravity kind of belt.
Kind of,
like
yeah.
that.
And if you go left, it goes left. And they don't work too well right now because
No.
but it does work.
They exist, but they're nowhere near like commercial.
But 5 years,
Yeah.
or 10 years, or 20
It's like
years.
always the case. There's always 5 years ahead, but it's just not in commercial kind of spaces yet. There's things being
Sure, it
tested.
just takes time, doesn't
Happened
it?
with
It will be
electric
there.
cars most recently.
Yeah, same with VR as well. It's not quite there,
Yeah.
but in 10 years it'll be there.
Yeah.
I've used VR before and liked
I never
it.
have, and I've wanted to.
It's quite good. I've got some friends that have got different VR goggle headsets, Oculus Rift and stuff like this. It's actually quite good.
I also want one of them drones where you wear the thing. To
Yeah, that's
fly it.
intense, isn't it?
I would love a drone.
That's intense. That's a really expensive, real-life fast video game that people play, isn't it?
fucking true.
Like you
yeah.
put the goggles on, you've got the controller, and
Yeah.
the thing's flying around, but the thing costs 300 quid.
Well,
and if you crash it, you're screwed.
and they go
Oh,
through some
They're
little.
going fast.
Yeah.
And it's good
I'm
to watch
less
on
on
YouTube.
about that. I'm more just about. I'm a potterer. You know me. I like to just potter around. So I'm talking more like a DJI Phantom or something.
I don't know what that is.
like more of a film camera. Just get these cinematic shots.
Coincidentally,
Boing.
Mark Nixon does this, who was here yesterday.
Oh, so
he literally
cool.
has a drone and a YouTube channel, and he goes to places like in the Peak District and flies it up and then takes photography shots of like landscapes.
Yeah, this is what I'm into.
You would have loved to talk to him about this.
Yeah, next time. Sad.
He says it's one of the things that connects him to the world
That's cool.
the most and
I bet it's so cool just flying with one of them.
de-stresses him. I don't know if he has the goggles, but I guess he must because he is looking through it to.
Yeah,
See.
you can have a screen, like, or use your phone as part of it as well. But yeah, that's what I want.
This podcast is basically sponsored by Pepsi Max Cherry.
I was gonna say, have you had 2 of them today so far?
Yeah,
3?
sometimes I do. I only drink this because it's the only sugar-free caffeinated beverage that you have here at the station gym, which isn't a full-on energy drink. Because I
Or
don't want.
coffee. You don't have coffee that much.
Yeah, every day.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I just try not too much. I'm trying to keep our teeth relatively white without having to.
Oh,
whiten them.
it's less about the caffeine, isn't it?
Yeah,
I worry about
trying
that
not to
'cause I do
whiten
spam
them
coffee
all the time.
Because I just drink black coffee as well.
I get my teeth whitened every so often, but I don't want to keep doing it. So,
Do you?
Yeah.
What, like chemically? How does that go?
Yeah, like cleaned, like intensely cleaned and then bleached.
I want this.
Yeah, it's good. It just fully whitens your teeth real fast.
Just get a
excellently.
regular dentist for this.
Or you can get like home kits that work.
Oh shit.
You can buy them online, or I got one made at the dentist. It was like
Oh.
600 quid, which is quite a lot.
That's intense.
But it whitens your teeth like 20 times. I've used it like twice ever,
Okay.
and it's very effective.
Yeah, your teeth are nice. Did you ever have braces?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Did you?
No.
No. Just lucky, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. I heard a thing that it's to do with like the width of your face.
Yeah, this is true.
If you've got a narrower jaw, and I've got quite a blocky face,
Yeah.
that it pushes your teeth together.
Yeah, it's also to do with what foods you eat while your teeth are coming through as well. If you don't eat any hard to eat foods that are fibrous and tough to chew, that's what sets your teeth into.
Oh yeah, your boy was raised with gains.
Yeah.
Don't worry about this.
Your teeth can get pressured into the correct position for optimal chomp.
We were chomping.
By I don't know what I was eating, to be honest. I don't know if it's luck or not, but this is a real thing. If you only feed kids with their teeth coming through like soft food, the probability of them being skewiff is way higher.
Really?
Yep.
That's cool.
Because they need
That's
to
good
get
know.
pressured into the correct positions.
That is good to know.
These days, a lot of the things we eat as well are quite soft.
Yeah, we baby fooded a lot of stuff, haven't we? Even actual things like chicken.
Things that we eat, it's all very soft, and we have very soft,
like
even
chicken
vegetables.
nuggies.
Even vegetables are very soft, and
Yeah.
even the chicken that we cook. I don't want to eat tough chicken. I'd rather eat soft meat. Literally.
I think what?
Imagine like burritos or like pizza or like most things are quite soft.
Yeah,
What's tough to chew, really? Steak. Al dente vegetables.
tripe. No, thank you.
What's tripe technically? Organs.
I think it's either organ or it's like cow stomach.
Could be.
It's I'll tell you what it is the worst. I've had it just on its own before, and it's impossible to chew. It's like chewing like a.
Chewy things are fucking awful.
But it's not like you can have chewy toffee and sound. I'm in, but tripe. If you filled up like a water balloon with not enough water, so you couldn't pop it, and then tried to pop it, like squeeging around the water. That's kind of what trying to chew tripe's like. What we got? Look at
looking at
this.
it on the-
No, the pictures don't do it justice, bro. What does it say it is? What is tripe? Tripe is a type of edible lining from the stomach.
Speak louder for the audience.
Tripe is a type of edible lining from the stomachs of various farm animals. Most tripe is from cattle, pigs, and sheep.
It's stomach
yeah.
lining.
Stomach lining.
Stop it.
It's not a good time.
I mean, I would get if we didn't have anything to eat, then all right, tripe me. But apart from that, just
my friends started eating a lot of heart.
don't. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's
I
not for
wanna-
me,
I
but
wanna
organ
get a
meats are
bash.
good for you.
Yeah. Because that used to be that if you were in a hunt and you were the one that killed the beast, you'd get the heart and the brains. That's how that used to like be. So it's got. I feel like there's got to be something there.
Maybe.
Like there's so much more nutrient dense than steak.
Yeah.
And about the same protein content.
Organ meats are sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
The liver's often one of the first things that's eaten as well, like a pack
Yeah,
of
yeah,
wolves.
yeah. It's
The leader gets the liver,
yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Which is legit.
Did you hear about that guy that lived with wolves, that scientist guy?
No.
There was a guy that literally lived with a pack of wolves for a while. Some scientist guy studying them. There's like a documentary about it and stuff like this. And he convinced them that he was the leader of the pack by they would kill animals and then he would like signal to the wolves that he was there. They would come over. There would be a dead animal. They would maybe assume that he'd killed it and he would eat the liver in front of them and then they would submit to him.
That's hilarious.
And it worked until he went.
So it is an
It
evolutionary
worked
thing. Yeah.
until he went away for a bit to like do another job somewhere else for like not that long. I can't remember whether it was weeks or a small number of months. Came back and another wolf had taken the alpha ship, and then he tried to like act like he was the alpha again, and the wolf like squared up to him and was like growling in his face like it was gonna fight right now for the ability
Had
to
a
be.
liver hanging out his
And the
mouth.
guy laid on his back and started making like crying like
Really?
yeah like so, and then it like
Fully
so
subitched
it, so
it.
it left him
It's a bitch.
and he didn't die.
That's funny.
Yeah, but then he had to leave,
Yeah, I would have left.
and that was the
would've left in that
I wouldn't
scenario.
have started it.
No, fair.
But
Let me just hang out with these wolves.
it is nice when you see those like reunion videos. I'm sure you've seen these of like a guy and a lion.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or like a guy and a tiger.
Yeah.
Or
A guy and a bear.
something, yeah, that somehow remembers it. And you
Yeah.
watch it on YouTube and they run up and hug.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is like unrealistic, but also somehow real.
How about that guy that lived with bears? It was like, oh no, it's fine. Bears like me, and then he just got eaten.
Did he? I'm not surprised. Yeah, bears don't like anyone.
And he got caught on audio or video or something. It was a bit
Really?
rough, yeah.
No, bears don't like people.
No.
Like, I mean, I know we like anthropomorphize them and act like they're like
Well, they're cute looking.
not in real life.
If they sit on their back legs, they are.
From a distance.
Like with that, with the
From a
paws.
distance.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
If they're doing this, that's
from,
cute.
From a distance.
Well,
Sit one there in this room.
No, I'm
Tell
not
me
into
if you
it.
think it's cute.
no.
No, because when you can you can
give you
feel
one of
that
them.
it's that big. You can feel its
You
gravitational
know, when the
pull.
lips open
Yeah,
and the teeth come forward.
yeah, and it's got giant fangs, and its breath stinks like death of what it ate before, and it's got claws that are 3-inch long, and it's 300 pounds and could destroy everyone in this
300
gym.
pounds, no.
I don't know how
More
much
like
they-
fucking
I
1,000.
don't know how much they weigh.
Yeah.
I was making it up in that
Yeah.
instance, but they really weigh 1,000 pounds.
Let's take to the Google again.
Ah.
I'm gonna say somewhere around 1,000.
I was
I was thinking a
number balling.
grizzly.
I don't know.
What were you thinking?
I don't know. I was just talking.
How much does a grizzly bear weigh? 270 kilos, adult male.
That's 500 pound in it.
That's
Something like
500
that. 600
pounds.
pounds. Something
No.
like that. 550.
Yeah, 600 pounds.
Whatever. It's
Big
not,
ass
It's
creature.
not cute.
Ah!
And they
Oh, I know. I don't
they-
want to fight one.
They look at you not like you're a thing. They look at you just only to wonder if they can eat you or not.
Do you know what's up there with me as well though, that I wouldn't fight? Similar level to a bear is monkeys,
Like yeah, like what type of monkey though?
like baboons, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, don't do that. Well, don't do that. You'll die.
Don't do this to me.
No.
Yeah,
They have
baboons.
huge fangs, don't they?
Do you know when I was in Bali, I was in the monkey forest, and oh god, sorry listeners,
Take your time.
a monkey jumped on the backpack of the guy in front of me.
What type of monkey?
I don't know, these were smaller. Oh no, I'm gonna die now. Sorry everybody. And this monkey opened the guy's backpack and got out a plastic bag, opened that, it was like a Ziploc bag, and then pulled the shit out and left.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, they understand things for sure.
I'm just gonna unclip my microphone.
Accordingly, a male baboon weighs 20 to 30 kg,
Okay.
but they've got giant fangs, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, look at those.
because
That's
they retract
awful.
the lips and that, don't they? Look at that.
That's awful. I mean, not awful, but it's scary. Yeah.
And they've got like the one thing I've got. If I was to fight like a dog, I've got opposable thumbs. I can grip and rip and shit. Like if you got a dog hold by like the neck, you're kind of all right if it's a small enough dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
But a
understand.
monkey, they've got double the amount I've got
Claws, yeah.
of grabby things.
Yeah.
So they can just grab and rip
Yeah,
and then they're just evil bastards as well.
yeah, they've got claws, yeah. And yeah.
But they just like seem to enjoy tearing things apart.
Chimpanzees are 1.5 times stronger than us versus body weight.
Yeah, that's intense as well.
Yeah, and they're malicious. And
A
vicious.
gorilla, I would not want to fight. A gorilla.
No.
Like, there aren't many animals that want to fight, I should point out.
I agree. If a house cat gets like angry, it can be an issue.
True.
So, and that's like a small thing.
Small little lion.
It's like, but you know, I mean, there aren't many things that you would want to take on one-on-one.
No.
There's a hunter-gatherer tribe still somewhere, and one of their main sources of food is baboons.
That's cool.
I don't know if it's cool or not, but
okay.
I don't really want to eat a baboon.
I'd try that.
Apparently, they're quite human-like if you stalk them.
That's funny.
Yeah, like these people.
They're just sitting around smoking a ciggy Well, I've seen monkeys smoke ciggies, to be fair.
I have actually.
Yeah.
I have.
So I guess it's doable.
In the circus.
Yeah.
Not in real life, but yeah, I've
monkey
actually seen
cancer.
that, yeah. Apparently it's quite distressing. I saw a part of like a YouTube documentary where some white guy, I can't remember, went to go stay with this tribe and film what goes on, and they were hunting baboons and shooting them with bow and arrows. And he commented that the baboons, they acted like you could kind of tell what they were thinking and what they were doing and what they were saying to each other. And when one got shot, it knew it had been shot and was trying to pull the arrow out and stuff like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
See
like,
things like that, because no other animal can do that other than what are they classed as? The ape family.
I don't know if a baboon's an ape or a
I don't
monkey.
know. Yeah.
I don't know technically.
The Homo family.
Yeah.
Maybe they are. What do they class as? Do
What?
you know how we're humans and Homo sapiens?
Homo
what to
sapien.
say
Yeah. Do you know what Homo sapien means?
man?
Yeah. That's Homo. What does sapien mean, do you know?
No.
It means wise.
Oh, I get it.
We called ourselves wise man. How egotistical is that?
Yeah, that's
we
the
called
best.
ourselves wise man.
That's the best.
And I love how the brain is the only organ that talks and it constantly tells you that it's in charge.
Oh, God.
Doesn't it? And it called itself the brain. The brain named itself the brain.
That's so
Didn't it? The brain called itself the brain
Do you know what-
and convinced everybody else around it and the other organs
Yep.
that it's in charge.
We all agree on this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's the only one that can talk.
That's so funny.
Stupid, isn't it?
Do you know what I think? Is that you know when you think, you can feel that it's happening in your head and not anywhere else in your body.
What do you mean?
Do you know how, like, if you like tense your bicep, it's not as like obvious as that, but when you use your brain, you can feel the sensation happening in your brain.
I guess.
You know that that's where it's happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I find that's
a lot
funny.
of people describe that consciousness feels like you live behind your eyes,
Yeah,
kind of thing.
that's interesting. Yeah, is that the pineal gland?
The pineal gland is roughly there.
Yeah, the third eye.
And it's called the third eye, isn't it? And it does detect light, you know.
Oh shit.
And when light hits your eyes, the pineal gland releases hormones and stuff like this. It has like actual light detection, so it is technically the third eye. Baboons are primates
Oh, that's
comprising from the genus Papio.
Okay.
They are one of 23 genera of old world monkeys
Old world monkey.
in the family of Cerasopithecidae. I can't say
I guess
that.
that's what I was after, but bloody
What's
well.
that?
Who knows?
It's a monkey. It's technically it's a primate.
That's what I was after, primate. Yeah.
Let's see what else counts as primates.
Us.
A diverse order of mammals, including lemurs,
Oh.
galagos, tarsiers, simians, monkeys, apes, and humans.
Or the opposable. Yeah, lemurs do have little hands, don't they? But then again, raccoons kind of have hands.
Yeah, a lot of mammals and stuff like this come from similar evolutionary backgrounds. Like even a bat has
True. Yeah.
the same fingers that we do for its wings. It's just got really long 5 fingers with webbed skin in between. And
It's
that's a
more just
bat.
the mammals that don't have anything like that, because everything they have, they walk on in it. They've had
What
to.
do you mean?
They just have hooves. What do kangaroos have?
A kangaroo foot.
No hand. But I guess they are their feet, yeah, because they do use them for that bit, don't they?
What-
And do they?
what
Are kangaroos
is a kangaroo
Upper
hand?
lineage, is that classed as leg or arm?
Kangaroo forepaws, it's called. Listen now.
Oh, no.
Forepaws
I'm too ill
as
for this.
opposed to hind paws.
Oh God.
So they've got paws, have 5 fingers, and aren't too dissimilar to human hands.
Oh, shit.
Although they don't have a thumb, so it's got like
Oh, okay.
it's got this.
See, okay, so I still have the opposable thumb advantage there, just not the war beast physique.
I'm gonna get up a little picture for us now. Oh, it's got claws though.
Oh, they have disgustingly big claws. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight a kangaroo, to be fair. There, its front paws. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a little mitt.
It kind of looks like a dog's paw, basically, doesn't it?
Fuck kangaroos, man.
They've got giant claws on their toes, and you know if you try and fight them, sometimes they'll turn around and kick their legs backwards like a horse, and they're trying to pull your guts out with the nails.
They do.
Don't let it
Don't they
happen.
do that forward?
Maybe as well.
They,
different. I don't
because
know.
isn't that their thing? Is they've got that giant tick tail that works out like a snake's as well. Like it's that strong, so they get like their arms on top of you, and then they lift up their front leg,
Bouncing
their
on the
back
tail.
legs. Have you not seen this?
I don't think so. And then what? In jabs with its bottom
Yeah.
feet.
YouTube kangaroo kicking.
Kangaroo attack.
Kangaroo kicking. Just specifically kicking, because there's another viral kangaroo video I'm thinking of that will probably show up if you just put kangaroo attack, which is equally good. A man punches a kangaroo, and that's great.
You're so right. Look at this. It's like balancing
Dude,
on its
it's
tail
so
with the tail
intense.
fully straight, and it's done a double leg front kick with claws on the bottom.
Is that?
That guy fighting that kangaroo.
Yeah, have you seen
Everybody's
that?
seen that.
Everybody's seen that.
Everybody's seen this guy. He's got 6.6 million views on that one.
Is this guy getting hit?
I don't know, on YouTube Shorts. Here we go. It's holding on to him. Look, that's it.
Yeah, see, like I said, it gets the upper arms on top, and then it uses the tail and fucks you up.
Yeah, I got it the wrong way around.
I want to see this guy get kicked. Oh, yeah, go on, get him. Get him. That's a small kangaroo.
Yeah, it is. It's small, that. It's only 3 foot.
It looks like an idiot doing that. But see, that's what I mean. That's why, because
You didn't get attacked.
they put their hands on you, and then they're just there in your grill, just all weird and ugly looking. And then you can't do anything about the bottom. You know, kicking you.
It's not a good time. I saw one get a dog in a headlock as well, and then
That's that same video.
basically
When
it
the guy
might,
punches
it might
it.
be, yeah. And do you see what happens to the dog's neck? It like rips the dog's neck open.
Does it?
Yeah, if you look carefully on the video.
Oh, that makes the video sad.
Oh, it's not good. When the kangaroo's got the dog, if you watch it carefully as the kangaroo lets go, it's been digging its claws into the dog's neck, and the dog's neck's not ripped fully open, but not good.
Oh shit.
Very bad.
And then that guy dumps it. That's
Very bad. Look, I'll show you.
Yeah, go on.
Just to
Actually, I
keep
do want to
things,
see
just
that.
to keep things positive
I do want to see that.
in the conversation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do
Welcome
really
to the Q&A, ladies and
keep the
gentlemen.
high note up there.
See if I can get this up.
One day we'll have a producer so we can put this on the screen.
It would be good actually if this was on the screen, isn't it?
Wearing a protective vest.
Look at the dog's neck.
Shield him from clear of kangaroos.
Oh, what's this fucking animation?
What's it doing this?
Don't go back.
I need to go back, didn't I?
No, you just.
Did I?
Show their dying friend.
Oh yeah. We'll just look exactly at the dog's neck when it starts going on. Look there already.
Oh yeah, sure.
No, it's got a red thing on.
Menacing marsupial. The dog
Yeah, it's got a thing on.
protective vest designed to shield him from the sharp tusks of a wild boar. Luckily, the protective
Maybe it was a different video I saw because I don't know about this protective vest thing that it's got on. But anyway, I saw one that it was not good.
Bro, how is this the best podcast of all time?
It's just been me and you casual conversation.
It's the best
If
podcast
listeners have got this far into it, they must be enjoying it.
This is
Otherwise, they
true.
would have turned it off.
Someone was saying the other day there are too many podcasts nowadays of just two guys talking. And I feel like we did that.
Hello.
Welcome to
Hello.
us. Yeah.
But I like it, the listeners like it. Clearly, if they didn't like it, they wouldn't be listening to this far into the conversation.
true.
So.
This is
And I enjoy podcasts with people just talking.
I do.
Sometimes
I
it's
do,
background noise.
yeah.
Sometimes I'd like a science podcast or I'd like an information podcast, but then you've got to pay attention.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want
Sometimes
some
you
background
mum
noise.
out.
Yeah, and you just don't want to pay too much attention. It's just friendly chatter. A lot of people have said that about our podcast. They just like listening to it for the friendly chatter.
That client I was on about earlier, actually, Bola, he pops it on when he's working just because it can be something in the background. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I was just seeing how long we've been on. We've been on an hour. I've actually got some questions. Do you want to do quick fire?
We can do,
Should we
yeah.
just
I'm
hammer
getting
some-
close to really needing some food, so that's fine.
All right, so we just hammer some questions quick fire. Do you want to start with yours or what?
Oh, okay, we're doing them ones, sure.
Let's try and do soundbite answers.
Oh, really? Okay.
You know, we'll try and just go through them 30 seconds to a minute,
All right,
and we'll just hit them.
Okay, does strength fluctuate just as weight does?
Yes.
Yes.
You go.
Oh,
Any more, or just is the answer yes?
yes, it does. Hormones affect these things as well as other factors like energy levels
Yeah.
and just time, your
Time of day. Yeah.
yeah, other things you have going on in life.
Stress
your
levels.
sleep,
Yeah. Sleep's a massive one.
Your nutrition.
Correct.
Any fluctuations on this.
Correct.
And then also
Injuries,
the length
warming
of
up.
time that you've been training like consistently. If you're 12 weeks into a program, you might be
Mm.
getting a little fatigued.
Yeah.
How hard you're training.
Makes sense.
Da, 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 da. Done.
Good. You again or me?
I can go again.
Okay.
How do I design my own strength training program?
Ooh. All right.
See if you can delegate it to someone that knows how to do it.
That's a fast answer. Yeah.
Get a PT for a little bit, or
But the question is, how can you make your own?
but how can you make your own? This is a good. It's just got to start from research. Go on YouTube and type in how to do my own program,
Okay.
and then from there, basically just start going. Train everything once a week. Oh, I feel like this answer I could go on too long for.
All right. Well, I'll say first position would be decide how many times a week can you train realistically.
Okay, yeah.
Not like I'm going to do 5 times a week. Stop it. How many times can you actually do? It's 2, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's a more practical
Or
approach.
maybe 3. So how many days can you do? And then if you're a beginner or you don't know how to make your own program, probably do full body.
Yeah.
Or do
Figure out what your
at least
goals
upper
are.
lower, or
Yeah.
do full body. And then you just need to pick a number of exercises. It doesn't that cover roughly evenly the whole body. So pick some pushing and some pulling upper body exercises, some pushing and some pulling lower body exercises, and just practice them. It doesn't have to be that specific. Anything you do is good if you're a beginner.
Yeah.
Just start. Yeah, try and cover things relatively evenly. Don't skip legs, and just go for it.
Don't ever skip leg day.
Yeah. Shall I go on one?
Yes, mate, that's my 2.
You answer this. How many eggs per day is too many?
Oh my god.
I've heard no man can eat 50 eggs.
Oh god, no. Oh, what's that?
It's a film. What film?
Yeah,
is it?
that is a film.
I feel like it's Cool Hand Luke.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
No man. can
Yeah,
eat
we were
50
talking about the
eggs.
other day, Paul Newman.
It might be.
Yeah.
Is it?
What was the how many eggs are too many?
How many eggs is too
Bro,
many?
how long's a piece of string? I don't know. Who are you? What are you eating for? Do you have a particular intolerance to eggs? Do you like eggs?
True.
34 is probably too many. I don't know.
Ah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're so right. You're so right. Yeah, there isn't really a limit. It's fine. It's not really affecting your cholesterol levels outside like specific situations like some people used to say
Yeah.
it did. This lady says she eats 2 fried eggs for breakfast and then 1.5 boiled eggs later. That's not a lot. I eat 6 eggs most days.
I don't get through that many eggs.
It's a big food for me. I eat quite a lot of different varieties and
Made a nice omelette yesterday.
put it into things and do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
It depends on your digestion and your goals and your calorie intake and your protein intake overall and just
Exactly.
contextual food in general. Next, Liz says, "Hi guys, I seem to be stuck in a plateau. I've been burning an average of roughly 3,000 calories per day, including my cardio and weight training." So she must mean total daily energy expenditure, not burning 3,000 through training, because that's impossible.
Yeah.
So she must mean total daily energy expenditure. She says she weighs 71 kg, which this sounds suspicious to start with, unless she's doing a lot of training.
Yeah,
you can't be
that's quite high.
you can't be a 71 kg female. She says she's 5'6", and then have a calorie maintenance level of 3,000 a
What's
day.
her job? Oh, well, that's maintenance including like NEAT.
I'm guessing. I should hope so.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I should hope so. She says, "I've been burning." It literally says, "I've been burning between an average of 3,000 calories a day
Okay,
with
yeah.
cardio and weights." But she can't. If she thinks she's burning actually 3,000 calories through cardio and weights, this is vastly incorrect. Unless you're doing like,
Probably untrue.
unless you're doing 4 to
Unless you
no,
are
maybe
a
even 6
professional
hours.
CrossFitter.
They take like 6
You're
hours.
training
to
2 times a day. Yeah.
It take literally like 6 hours to burn that many calories. Literally 6 hours. So unless you're doing 6 hours training a day, the calorie calculations are wrong. Probably she means calorie maintenance level total overall, but still, to be 71 kg and having a calorie maintenance level including training of 3,000.
Yeah.
No, probably not. Not unless you're doing 2 or 3 hours a day of training every day, which you might be if you are okay. But anyway, she says, "I have good muscle tone, but it's buried underneath a layer of fat. I'm in a calorie deficit every day, but it seems like her weight's not going down."
Yeah, it's hard not to come to these things and not sound polite, but you start your calorie control and your weight loss stuff from like a scientific perspective. You know how to put yourself in a calorie deficit, so you do. But then I think after a little bit, you start relying more on the feedback you get from it than the actual science. And even if sometimes you're like, well, I'm burning this and I'm eating this and I'm not losing weight, maybe you're wrong. You know, maybe that science, you don't need to look at that anymore, because regardless of what that says, you know what the outcome of what you're doing is.
Yeah.
And you know you want to change it.
Yeah.
You know how to change it.
Yeah.
So just do it.
Yeah, the numbers are wrong here, basically.
Basically.
Liz thinks she's having a calorie maintenance level of 3,000, so then, but no, probably more like 2,000 to 2,500, somewhere in that
Yeah,
range. I
not
can't really tell
unreasonable.
from this limited information, but less. So then the calorie deficit Liz thinks she's creating isn't a calorie deficit, it's
Yeah.
actually a maintenance level, which is why her weight's not going down.
Unless she's literally a labourer or something like this.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
Yeah, I guess. Hard to tell. But
Maybe a postwoman.
yeah, you know, like if your step count was
I'd
like
do it. It's 20,000 a day.
20,000 or more a day, I was also thinking, yeah. Then okay, maybe, but if regardless of all this, if the weight's not going down,
regardless, like we say, we're trying to
skip all this.
We're trying to figure it out. Don't try and figure it out. It's figured it out for you.
The
You're not
answer
losing weight.
is, if for more than 3 weeks the weight doesn't go down, the calorie deficit was not created, reduce food more.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what any numbers say. Forget that. The food intake is too high. Next question. Hello, I am new here and wanted to ask if you have any suggestions for vegetarians. I'm trying to reach my protein goal, but it's tough. I especially need options for savoury items.
Okay.
The mid-afternoon craving hits for something savoury like chips, but I need suggestions here. Thanks. Do you know about protein for vegetarians?
Yeah, I mean, beans and things like that would be a nice place to start.
Yeah.
You can make big voluminous meals like a chili
Yep.
without much of that. Chuck some corn in there.
Corn's a nice choice, yeah. Corn's
got a nice little
mycoprotein. Technically, it's a fungus /
Yeah.
mushroom. It's got every amino acid. It's low
Mushrooms
fat.
decently proteinous as far as vegetables go.
As far as vegetables go, yeah, not bad.
Not
I
in
agree.
any other scale.
Tofu's not bad. Meat replacement
Yeah.
products are not bad, like soya sausages, like Linda McCartney.
Yeah.
Soya burgers.
I don't know much about the processing that goes into those, but the ingredients on their own aren't bad.
No, yeah, it's fine.
all.
Yeah, it's fine. Other meat replacement products that are made of like peas and rice and hemp blended into like protein concoctions, then made into like burgers or sausages. If you're a vegetarian, sorry, you might also have eggs. You might also have yogurt or Greek yogurt. You might also have protein shakes and protein bars.
You might get bored and become pescatarian, and then you've got fish.
There's options of things to do, isn't there? Then she's saying I need ideas for savoury options.
They are all savoury.
I mean, I guess, yeah, it depends what your definition of savoury is. It feels like she means savoury as in like junk food treats. And this is
Okay.
this is a conflation that people often make. They try and get protein into everything.
That's true. If you
Just
have a
don't
cheap
do
meal,
it. Just don't do
yeah.
it. Just eat whatever savoury you enjoy and then eat protein at proper meals.
And make it all fit your calories.
Yeah, just eat proper meals that are high protein and got vegetables in there and are good for you, and then have savoury stuff on top of the things that you enjoy. There's not like people often post like in the Macros Inc. group and stuff like this, asking questions like, I need to get my protein intake up. What snacks can I use? No is the answer. No is the answer.
Especially in a snack, because most of the snacks you're going to find are often the ratio of protein to calories.
Unless
It's
it's
like nuts is a good snack you can have for protein, or like
Ish,
some
yeah, it's a lot of
bars.
calories, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So usually it comes at the cost of higher calories when you're having snacked versions.
Yeah.
Whereas
most
you
snacks
can't
are
just
processed
snack on
carbohydrates. No, that's not a real snack, is it?
No.
I mean, some people do, but that's just savage.
I'm kind of one of them people, to be fair.
Most snacks are just processed carbs. Basically, the answer is never really for anybody unless you're trying to gain weight on purpose
a good
to add
answer.
snacks. Adding snacks is never the thing to do unless you're specifically trying to add weight onto you on purpose, which some people are okay. So people are like, oh, I need to get my protein intake up. What snacks? No,
What would
no,
you
no.
say to cereal snackers trying to lose weight, if that was ever a habit?
Yeah, which is a lot of my clients. This is a very common thing for a lot of clients. Generally trying to cut it down steadily. Like I ask them about their snacking. How many times per day do we snack? Let's say it's 4.
So the volume more than the content.
I guess we could go both ways, and I give people options. You could do total calorie control, and I'll say to them, you can eat whatever snacks you want as long as you fit it within your calorie intake. Works for some people. Some people, I'll literally just go like volume portion control. How many times do you snack per day? 4. All right, next week, what do you think to 3?
Yeah, okay.
Week after, what do you think to 2? What do you think to 1? If you can get down to 1 snack a day, you're fine. Yeah. Unless you're not very active, unless you refuse to exercise and don't eat healthy.
Depending on the snack, yeah.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to ever get to 0.
No.
Especially if you've got good activity levels, it's fine.
Yeah.
Then, if you can get down to a couple of snacks a week, you're going to be in one of the best shapes of everybody on earth.
Do crisps with a meal count as snacks?
It's a good question. What is the definition of a snack? It's a good question, isn't it? Like my definition of a snack, and this is incorrect, but this is the way I think about it, is snacks are all the extra bits of food that we eat that you didn't actually need to eat.
That's a good, no, that's perfect.
There's
actually.
snacks and there's food. Or
Yeah.
there's snacks and meals.
Yeah.
You've got food and meals, and then snacks. There's all the little bits of extra stuff that you just ate for pleasure on top.
I think that's why I don't snack much, because I have crisps with like nearly every meal, which is bad.
It's not
I
necessarily.
don't have many, but that's like my little treat. But they surely don't class as a snack because I'm having them with the meal.
I would like it if one of my clients did that. If rather than eating junk food in between meals, they ate the junk food they
True,
wanted with the
actually,
meal.
yeah.
This is at least getting them used to eating less often. Because
Yeah.
if they're eating breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, evening meal, oh, I need another
I actually
snack.
don't like
You're
snacking.
eating 6 times
Yeah.
per day. You're eating 6 times every day. Of course, we've got weight management issues. You can't do that. Don't do this.
Oh, dear.
If they can at least eat crisps with lunch,
Yeah.
they're at least getting used to 3 square meals or 3 meals and 1 in between snack or something, this is a good stage forward in the process, realizing that we don't have to be constantly eating
Yeah.
and getting used to periods without eating. This would be a good step forward.
be hungry
Would
for
it
a
change
little
the
bit.
calorie intake or result in weight loss? Maybe not. because they're still eating the same junk food and crisps and calories. But I think as a step that could work.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Can't see why not. Adam asks, what is the best time of year to cut? I see many people who talk about cutting in summer. For me, that feels almost impossible. I'm the kind of person who enjoys food. I can contain myself and not overeat. I've already lost 25 kilos. But food is a source of joy for me, and the sun is a source of joy. I live in Sweden. We don't get much sun. I'm trying to enjoy it. Should I cut? What should I do?
Whenever's best for you, bro.
That's a good answer. I like that. I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
I was also thinking it doesn't have to be so black and white. People talk like this.
No.
Should I go on a cut or should I not? How about we just eat healthy when we can?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like, I'm on a cut for 3 months. I am on low calories every day for all this. What? Why don't you just enjoy the sun and like barbecues or whatever you do, a couple of drinks like out in the, I don't know, whatever you do. Enjoy that on days you enjoy it and just eat healthy and low calories on days you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's true.
And then at least you'll maintain, maybe you'll even lose some. It doesn't have to be like bulk or cut.
Because if
bulk
there's
or
some of
cut.
the time you're trying to make the big reveal,
Misery
at
or
the-
gorging.
at the beach, yeah, then
This is
it makes sense to do it before that.
It's too black and white. It's too all or nothing.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like that. Just eat healthy when you can and just try and make your indulgences mindful
Yeah,
and balanced.
that's a nice answer, sir. Last one.
Last one. This may be a silly question, but due to my health conditions, I am not able to do a lot of exercise. In order for me to lose weight, would it be more important for me to stay in a calorie deficit, or do I still need to hit my protein intake even if I'm not building muscle?
I mean, need is a, but it would be good.
Yeah.
It would be nice for your body's functioning. It would function without it, but just not as well.
Yeah, this is a good answer. It'd be nice if, as a lady, if any lady that I'm coaching is getting 60 grams or more protein per day,
Yeah.
I'm at least considering this is at a good enough threshold for health.
Health,
Yeah, your health's maintaining at this point. If you can get up to 100 grams per day or close to this, like 85, 90, 100, something like this, even if you're not building muscle, you're still going to protect muscle mass loss. You're still going to have better, more stable energy levels. You're still going to stay fuller for longer, which will help you keep your calorie intake down. Your metabolism will be a little bit faster. And there will be slight benefits and increases aside from building muscle. So I would say you don't need to, you're right, but if you can do it, that'd be good. All good then?
Oh yes, this was the last one.
Beautiful.
Boom.
Yeah, that's the last one. We've done 1 hour 16. I thought not bad. What did you think?
I think fine, bro. I think
Yeah,
good times at
beautiful.
the El Royale.
All right. Any concluding thoughts or summaries?
Thanks for watching, people. We appreciate your subscription as always.
Subscription.
Yes.
It's free.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah, free subscription.
That's fine.
Subscribe, like, comment, help us in the
Are we the
algorithm.
YouTubers now?
Say good
Like
thing.
and subscribe
Yeah.
to the video.
Yeah.
Check us out on Instagram.
I write that below every one.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're a good little
Not
lad.
that you'd know.
No.
Not that you've seen any uploaded anyway, because you haven't, because I haven't done any.
Well, that's nice. That brings it back to you. Good. That makes me happy. Thanks, everyone. Lots of love.